Well, I'm here at the American Computer and Robotics Museum. We're going to see what this is about. It's right up here in Bozeman, Montana. This is a mechanical representation of this stone. In 1900, sponge divers came across this off the coast of Greece from an old shipwreck. The purpose of this remained a mystery for 50 years until Dr. Derek Solar Price of Yale University determined the fragment to be part of a complex astronomical computer. No other similar mechanisms have yet been found. In here they have a nice collection of Macintoshes. They even have one of the old Lisas. It's really kind of neat and interesting to see all these lovely old Macs. Yep, they even had video games. Ralph Baer, the early creator who created Pong or Ping Pong on TV. Pretty neat. Do you remember UNIVAC 418-2? This computer was used by NASA. How about that? And of course, everybody needs a little his and her robot in their life. And if you can't get a his and her, just get a robot. Who knows? A little bit of curry might help. Or U-Bot. Pretty neat stuff in here. Who knows? You may want a robot pet. Then you don't have to worry about feeding it or taking it out in the morning to let it do its business or in the afternoon. What a pet. Of course, if you're close to my age, who could forget Robbie the robot? The admission fee to the Computer and Robotics Museum was $7 for me. I got the senior citizen discount, so it's normally $10. It's well worth it. I enjoyed it. It's very informative. I like seeing the progression of the computers. My first computer was a TRS-80 from Radio Shack. I think they called that a Trash 80. And then I had a Commodore 64, which I really enjoyed. And then I went and got an IBM compatible, called Clone, I think they called them. And then after that, I kept going up with the IBM. It wasn't until probably 2006, maybe 05, that I bought my first MacBook, laptop Mac. And it was a good computer. It lasted a long time, but the speeds were slow. Then I went back to the IBM compatible laptops, MSI and Lenovo and all those others. Even had a Sony notebook. But I really do enjoy playing on computers, but not as much like I used to. I'm having too much fun traveling. Well, I'm in a residential section of Bozeman at the home of Ted Kodaros. And I don't know if I'm saying that right, but he takes ordinary junk, scrap metal, and turns it into art. You know I like art and unusual things, so let's go see what he's got in store for us. Right up there, we got flowers made out of fans. They have pretty eyes. Spade shovels, springs. That's very unique. Wheel. This is the big attention getter. A knight. Like he's got wings, his sword, his shield, his metal armor. Man, that's creative and unique. And we got robotic farmer driving a tractor. Man, look at that. 8 pipes, 4 on each side. He's a happy guy. Oh my goodness. Backyard. Snow skier. Female. And then look at this dragon. Isn't that awesome? Man. I would say he's quite the sculptor. Look at the tail on him. So we got a butterfly here. Got a bird there, a real live one, not a sculpted one. Back to this, look. Such creativity. All right, moving on. Look at that. This must be the device he uses to hold things up while he sculpts and welds. And this, believe it or not, is clothesline decoration. Awesome. Here's got to be more of his craftsmanship workshop area. He's got that to hold things up, hoist. I would say he doesn't do things small. This is totally a worthwhile stop. Dragon and the silver knight out front are awesome. Well, I left Lake Ennis. I'm up here in Bozeman and did some errands, Walmarting, and dumping and other things. But now I'm out here enjoying art and computer robotics museum. And Jim Bridger, Mountain Man's next on the tour list. Bozeman's a neat town. I just don't want to be here in the winter when it snows. Here we have a statue outside of Bozeman, in front of the Chamber of Commerce. Who is that? Hi, that's Jim Bridger. Jim Bridger is King of the Mountain Men, sculpted by Ott W. Jones IV. Hey everyone, hope you're having fun. I am, and you should be too. Oh yeah. Well, you know how Rose has sort of been on a health kick, or keeps saying she's going to try to go to the gym? Well, she finally made it to the gym. She did her little workout. She came back and called Betty up and said, "Betty, I went to the gym and I saw a real idiot there. He just didn't get it." Betty said, "How so?" Rose said, "Well, you know that little cup holder where you put your can of Pringles? He put his water bottle there."